Hey boys and girls, it's Luca here. I'm playing as CoreySteel on PokerStars, and I'm a member of PokerStars Team Pro Online. This is day 24 of our fixed limit holding bankroll challenge. We are starting today with more than $100, actually way more. It's actually $126, 126. We should do the proper English here. I also have a note here of how many VPPs we collect and how many FPPs, so we'll definitely see more VPPs going here now on this limit. As we can see, we're starting with 25 cents, 50 cents today, so in the last stream I actually hit my requirement for going up to this limit, to this stake, and which was $100. So today we are starting this live session from with this stake from the beginning, so yeah. Life is good here on Twitch and on MicroStakes PokerStars table, so yeah. We did lose few hands here at the start. Let me refresh my graph here. I should be in red. No, how the hell I'm not in red? Yeah, I lose like one really big hand here with my ace king. I mean, I folded. I guess I won other hands. I guess I don't know. Say hello to the chat. So hey Friedel, give Gigan gift on Poker Hammer. I saw you on the tables, Poker Hammer, already. I'm going to call here for my pair outs, and he actually raised on the bottom, on the big blind here. So I'm not really sure if that's actually good. Oh, I actually have to remove this also. So let me just get this all the way. I'm basically bluffing here. If he has a good hand, he's going to raise, I guess. I don't think he has a king, right? He would raise a king on a turn, so I can fold now. My bluff didn't went through, so unfortunately. I think I'm going to bet again here. Ace 10 doesn't seem as bad on this board. I mean, he might be like calling me down with like a pair of sixes here or something, so I'm just going to check now and hope that my ace high is good. I'm just hoping not to see like ace jack or ace king type of hand. Pair of tens is good. If he decides that he's going to call down with pair of tens, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah, turn the stream on. Yeah, it's now on. I just had my my limit cat over my chat. So that's what free roll. You're saying I should write this in the Twitter that I'm playing 500, 1000 with a stickman, so that wouldn't be that great. When the I could see like a bankroll buster being playing heads up with stickman on a stakes like this. So fortunately, I'm not a gambler like that I would actually do this. So calling down with fours, pretty good river. I'm going to call again. I invite him to bet. I mean, if he bets, he probably is not doing this with ace high, right? I mean, he probably isn't, especially when that second 7 hits. But I can't fold a pair here. It's a pair. Yeah, he has a 7. So I actually have an what's it called? A straight now. We're just calling here with pair of 8s. I probably should raise an 8. He just called with a straight, so with a bigger straight. I just bet out on an ace just because I didn't want to see a check behind on the river. But he had the best hand anyway, so unfortunately, 3-bet with queen jack. Hey Strahouse, good morning to you too. We'll see how the tables goes. Now I'm actually doing some note making. I'm also doing some color tagging, so it's going to be a bit easier to table select here at these limits, I guess. We'll see how it goes. For now, we're of course staying at these tables here. Mr. Puff is actually a kind of rag, so let's make him like an orange. So he's like a usual rag that you can see even at higher limit. So not sure if he's good, not sure if he's bad. He's just a regular rag. So I'm just that's what I'm making note of. So Betting here with pair of sevens, I think it's pretty standard. I think my hand should be good. If I bet again and he doesn't raise me, my sevens are probably good still, so I don't expect him to raise here. I'm going to check here. I got two colors here. I mean, I do have lots of kind of lots of outs here with queen and jack as a pair outs, and of course 9-4 and the nuts. Yeah, I mean I can't call, so if I decide to check the river at the turn, I have to fold this already. And he fortunately had pair of eights, and he played pretty passively, which is fine by me. So, okay start, but now we actually lost few hands here. So, yeah, now we are really in the red. Yeah, it's going to be a bit more wild now. For example, when we played when we run like really bad at the lower stakes, we had like -$7 like after like 1 hour of play, but now we just lost like a few hands here and there, and we are we lost like $10 already. So yeah, it's gonna get a bit wild and a bit faster also. So faster up and faster down. So he 3-bets pre-flop. I have a pair here of jacks. I'm going to call here. I don't know him, so he probably has an ace here or any better hand, but I can't fold a pair for now. He has actually 2 pairs, so that's fine. Bradley here donk bets on a queen. I have quite a few outs here, so but now I can fold when there's the 4th flush card on the river. So I was thinking about when I should move down if I lose too much. When I should move down the limits if I lose too much money here at these stakes. So I think my my initial thought of moving down when I have like half of a bankroll for the next limit should be fine. So if I hit $70, which is in between 40 and $100, which is a bankroll mine for this limit and the lower limit, I should move down. So basically we need to lose like $56 today to hit that $70 bankroll. Let's hope this doesn't happen. That means we're more than 100 big bets, and we really shouldn't be losing 100 big bets here. So I mean, of course, it can happen. Even if you're playing perfectly and you are the best player in the board, you definitely can lose 100 big bets here at these limits. We knew that before we actually started with this challenge. We knew that our bankroll management is pretty aggressive one, so we definitely should be prepared to move down from time to time. It's definitely not going to be just a cakewalk as it looks for now, because for now I'm running pretty well at these limits. I think I'm winning like more than 3 big bets per 100, which is definitely not sustainable. So we'll definitely see some losing days probably sooner than later. So I'm going to bet here and just hope that he folds some ace highs, ace king, ace queen, ace 9. Pretty sure my hand is not good enough at showdown, so I'm just hoping to see a fold here, and yeah, I did get it, so nice. Did I actually 3-bet from the big blind, like just yeah? Oh, because someone limped, so I 3-bet because I don't usually 3-bet from the big blind, so but someone limped, so Eileen here limped, so let's make him here as recreational player. Can I call this with pair of 8s? I don't think so, right? Not sure if he's capable of check raising here with I know, like king queen jack type of hand, queen 10, and some flush draw maybe. So that's why I'm just basically folding here. I mean, when the second ace hits, that definitely means that there's less possibility of him having an ace, but I don't know. So the last time I actually note lots of players like a neat reg, so meaning I color tag them as a pink, which means in my vocabulary means hey, this is a neat, right? Pretty tight player. But I mean, maybe the general players here are all tight, so maybe I should really consider not making them pink. But we'll see. Unfortunately, he gets his gut shot here. Of course, he also had an ace out, but I can't really not call here, and also can't really not bet. I mean, I could see a check call, I guess. But I had the top pair there, so it's a bit too good of a hand to just check call, because it was pretty dangerous board, so I could see like a check behind. So white IL is graph. All of a sudden the graph is refreshing itself. I haven't done anything to hold the manager, so I used to like refresh manually, right? Because it wasn't automatically refreshing. It wasn't automatically refreshing, but now all of a sudden it's refreshing. Now that we are actually losing, now it's refreshing, right? So damn, you hold the manager. Mariela is on 2 on my tables here. Asterix, I mean, this is the kind of player that I could actually make note that he is a neat, right? So yeah, let's call here with pair of 5s. Can't really do much against the other players. Raising with Queen Jack, definitely good enough. Not the best flop, but we'll definitely continue betting here. Oh, he bets, so he actually dunk bet, so definitely calling at least once here. Definitely calling at least twice here. Now that we also have a gut shot, so I'm just checking here. Should I bluff an ace? I kinda am representing an ace here, so if he has a pair here, if he has a 5, he's never folding, so I'm not sure what he would be donk betting here with, so I might actually have the best hand here anyway, so we're just bluffing with the best hand, but yeah. I mean, when I raise pre-flop, I kinda ace is pretty much in my range, like I'm not saying pretty much always, but pretty often, so I definitely need to represent my ace there. How is your heads-up game? Do you play a lot? My heads-up game is pretty rusty, pretty bad, I would say. I don't usually play heads up. I only play heads up when the games break. Just a second, guys. My heads up game is pretty rusty. I never play heads up unless I'm playing against someone that I know that I could beat. So basically, when I'm playing against recreational players, the only heads up games that I'm actually playing is when the games break, right? So when the games break from, I don't know, short-handed 6 max to heads up, I play like 1 or 2 hands of heads up with the regs, but that's basically it. Nothing more than that. Yeah, it's pretty fun game. I actually played heads up exclusively a few years ago. I was playing it on full tilt, so but I basically couldn't beat Rake on 2-4, so I just went back to I just went back to 6 max cash game tables. Asterix here asking us what brings us to the micros. So I'm doing the bankroll challenge, sir. Doing the bankroll challenge. Yeah, not going to steal with 7-6 because we have Mariela on small blind and a recreational play on the big blind. If I raise with 7-6, I obviously just would like to steal the blinds, but that's that probably won't be happening when you have some loose player on the loose passive player on the big blinds, on the big blinds, on the blinds. Let's check real quick. 5-10 suited, definitely fold. Deuces, I'm really going to fold. I'm obviously opening deuces on the button, but not opening them a cutoff. So I think that's fine. I'm opening like this, pairs like opening deuces here, trips here, trips, pair of threes, fours and fives. So that's my usual opening range here. Now all of a sudden, whole dimension stops updating. So, how long usually would you do that? So I mean, I don't even know which is the first limiting heads up limit, which is the first stake or whatever that you can actually beat the rake. I mean, I guess 2-4 you could beat the rake if you really table select like hard and just play against fun players. But the first limit, I guess, would be like 5-10 would be probably be good. So but yeah, it's a pretty fun game, yeah. Heads up limit. Awesome flop here. Definitely going to be pretty aggressive here. Going to fold queen 5 on a board like this. I'm going to bet again, and probably I'm giving up on the river. Got a check raise from him, so I'm basically calling even a queen or a jack here probably, so but of course raising either a flush or a straight, so yep. Asterix responded to me, so he said, fair enough, it's great to see you happy to communicate with us maker players, yeah. Oops. The wrong smiley. Most of the time I see a supernova and I think he went bust on he has to rebuild again, which I don't think is true most of the time. I mean, I don't know, I guess this is the first limit that you can actually this is the first limit but you actually make a supernova, so if you see a supernova here, that probably just means that he's really grinding a lot, so but in other instances I don't know. It's actually surprising. For example, yesterday I just saw a supernova that I had 0 hands on him, and he came to like $10, $20 tables, and I didn't know if he's how did he manage to get a supernova? Is he actually like playing some other games and he just went he just came to fixed limit holding tables, or was he, I don't know, such a fun player that he just managed to grind to the supernova status, or I don't know. As it looks like for now, I guess poker 2 though, we're going to make him as a fun player. He seems pretty loose passive for now, but of course we only played 8 hands with him, so but he called caller right now, so I think it's pretty safely to mark him as a fun player. Luvanaho here from Ukraine. He seems a regular tech, so we'll probably make him because orange. I mean, I could note some players as with a red tag, color tag, meaning that they're good players, but I don't know. I mean, if they were good, I guess they wouldn't be playing these limits. I mean, that obviously can happen, of course, but in general, probably it is not true. It definitely can happen. Someone can can't escape a rake or something like this, or just has a pretty bad streak of luck or something. I'm just chugging here and hoping that my ace high is somehow good, and it is. Nice. I am dong baiting here against 3 other players. I have top pair. I just don't want to see a check behind by Mariela on the button. He actually raises us, so we're just actually going into call down mode. Well, now I'm going to check raise. Now it's a check raise mode. If you 3-bets, yeah, it's going to be painful. So I'm just calling down here now. He 3-bets. I guess he either has. I mean, he could have like aces or kings. So this is probably the only hands that I'm winning. Maybe ace queen. Everything else I'm losing to yeah, to a sets or to maybe queen 10. If he somehow has a queen 10 here, but queen set of 10s is pretty much it's kind of expected, yeah. Make it 3-bets on the river on the turn, but I mean, me folding there, I don't know. He could have aces or kings there, I guess. I'm not either sure if he would 3-bet aces or kings. Sometimes players don't 3-bet hands like this, so when they are when they are basically when someone is aggressive on the flop and on the turn again, especially if you're playing against a thinking player. I had a top pair here, but now my top pair is pretty much busted here with the 4 flush cards. I'm not folding, I'm not saying that, but I'll be happy to check it down, really. This can be actually a 3-bets us, so not the best flop, and he's also often a cutoff, and I am on an undergun, and his 3-bet seems pretty small for the sample size, so I'm not doing anything drastically. Is he capable of? He's not capable of value betting ace king, so that is good to know. He definitely should be value betting there, at least on the river. So, but I'm actually happy that he checked down. The problem is if he is not value betting with ace king and he's basically bluffing with king queen. So players like this might be tricky then. Open-ended here. I'm going to check and hope that Eileen here checks behind, and I can see a free river. Now I have an 8. I'm going to value bet here with an 8. Everybody folds. So now Holy Manager is not refreshing anymore by itself, so let's refresh it for him. So yeah, we're down 30 bucks, so nothing drastically here. Basically it's only 30 big bets here on this limit. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be a bit more wild now, a bit more aggressive. Everything is going to be a bit more different here on the higher stakes. Higher stakes sounds a bit weird, but it's definitely higher stakes if you compare what we played in the last 23 days. So yeah, I think this is the first limit, like I said, this is the first limit where you can actually make a supernova. I mean, you have to grind a lot to make a supernova here, but you can still make it, right? So if you make 60 VPPs a day, that means by 30, that means well, that's not even close to supernova. But I guess like someone like Slimfest is making supernova these stakes, so I guess it's possible, right? So yeah, let's see. Matt Verbunda, we saw him play kinda, so we're going to make him as a yellow here, and I think everything else. Michung here, we could actually make him as a tight recreational player, so I actually make a difference between a loose passive player and a bit tighter loose passive player. So obviously players like this don't lose as much at the tables. Their range is a bit more tighter, so you should be like ice raising them like too widely. So yeah. I would actually need more color notes, more different color notes. For example, I'm using this now. I'm not using, for example, I'm not using purple for anything, but just marking Slovenian players. I don't even know why I have this one. This like violet. This is like pink. This is not. This is pink. This is, what is this? This is light pink. Yeah, I mean, I would need like 1 or 2 more color text, I guess. I basically need to distinguish. I need to make a difference between maniacs. That usually maniacs are not good players like this, like Matfar Bunda here. For example, I note both of these kind of players with yellow, but I definitely need to mark maniacs with some other color, because I actually like playing with maniacs. So yeah. For example, if someone is playing like 80-60 with 80 VPIP and 60 PFR, and I have the same player noted as yellow as like 42 and 25 here, so but they are definitely not the same kind of players. So I would need at least one new color tech. I think even one new color tech would be fine, but it's pretty hard. Pretty hard to find a new one. I'm going to fold here, I guess. I mean, my pair outs might be good sometimes here, but I'll pass anyway. There'll be better spots here. There'll be better spots. My music is not loud, right? It's fine, I think. Asterix here is pretty tight. We saw him talking with us before on the tables. Not sure if he actually opened our live stream here, which I left my URL in the chat. So he's playing pretty tight. So our 3-betting range should be a bit tighter also. So yeah, Jack 6 I'm not going to steal. I would steal with a Jack 7, I guess, but Jack 6 is a bit too loose, I guess. I'm going to here 3-bet again when someone limps here. Basically, I want the best case scenario would be if he gets out of the pot, so that would obviously be the best case scenario. But this doesn't really happen a lot when you're playing against loose passive players. I'm going to call here again now that I have a flush draw. My pair outs might be good too, so I might even raise here. I have tens, flush 10. He wouldn't be betting here, and if he's basically probably, if I raise, he's probably folding with a worse flush. So I'm not 3-betting here. I'm not raising here because I wouldn't be able to fold to a 3-bet, and there are at least there are two flushes that are better than mine. So, or even 3. Right, were king and queen and jack. Oh, queen was the table. I was on a board, so. I could see a raise, to be honest, there. Maybe that was a bit too passive, to be honest. And I will also call with a pair of 10s and pair of 8s, just so you know, guys. I definitely wouldn't be folding a 10 or an 8 on the river. That's why I called. That's why I called on the flop. Anyway, I also called for my pair outs. I didn't just call for a backdoor flush. I'm going for a check raise here. I'm basically closing the action here, kind of, because he's an aggressor, right? So I can safely check raise here. My trips of deuces. Well, that's not nice. But I'm gonna call anyway. I'll be happy if he checks, like he's trapping me with that ace, but he's not. He just has 4 here. Nope. nope, he doesn't. Wow, he just called with a straight. Damn, got unlucky there, so. Got unlucky. Maniacs can tilt me so hard when I'm running bad. Yeah, it's really a that's the worst thing with playing against maniacs. If they start hitting maniacs, if they start hitting there, then you're really not in a good spot. So you're calling down them with like a bottom pair, and they just hit something on the river. That's always it's always painful, but in general they are pretty good to play with. So I'm going to find another table here. This table is breaking apart as it seems, so let's try to find another table. We haven't changed any tables so far, so we need to do some table selection here. So I'm playing again FC Liverpool here. I'm also a Liverpool supporter, if you guys don't know. So call here, and I'm not going to defend with 9-7. I could see a defend. He probably has a pretty wide range under gun. Yeah, he's raising 32%, which is basically a cutoff range. Wait, yeah, I need to do this like this. No, like this, yeah. Folding this and raising this. So I could see, maybe I see a call basically, to be honest. Maybe in the next hand. If I don't defend every 9-7 offsuit, that's perfectly fine. So going for a check raise here. This table is going to break also. So he called me. So on the flop, I'm not that thrilled to see a call, but I guess he's basically folding on a turn now, so that's fine. Now that Igor here comes to the table, I'm going to continue with this table. So I just unchecked. I unchecked the sit out next big blind option. I mean, in the previous session, I played for like almost 3 hours, and I got 50 VPP points. So basically, and I was also playing 10 cents, 20 cents stakes for the first hour or so. So I guess we're going to get like about 60 VPP points in one session here, in one sitting on this limit, so which is actually pretty great. We're actually only like 180. Hey, the Playboy, welcome to Mirror's Mafia. Thank you for the follow. We're actually only like 180 behind the first Stellar Award, which is for 750 VPP points. You get 10 bucks basically. You need to spend 1 FPP point, but that's basically it. So we're definitely getting that one. So it's gonna boost our bankroll by almost 10%, like 8% or so, no? But to be exact, but yeah. Gnurl here raises us. Not sure why is he waiting. Is he waiting because he has such a good hand, or he's really or is he really questioning himself about his bets here? So we split. So I'm basically happy about this. The more painful thing is when you see like someone having ace king there. I mean, if he checks behind, it's fine, but when he like try to bluff with ace king on a board like this, and you make a loose call with ace queen, and yeah, these are kind of the most painful hands. So when someone is bluffing with the best hand, I hate hands like this. So poker 2 is pretty short here, only 4 big bets, but we can't do much with 10-8 offsuit. And we actually saw he seems like really passive, right? Only 0.3 aggression factor, but he was bluffing there with I mean, he was semi bluffing with that what was it? It was 6-9 suited, so it was a full house flush draw. But he just called the flop and raised the turn. Not sure if on the turn just came the flush draw, but it doesn't matter. But that's still pretty aggressive for a guy like this. So he's definitely capable of doing some weird stuff. Not sure if he's only doing this against me because I have all the stars here and this one and red spade and so on. But yeah, we'll see. I'm basically happy to have him at the tables. So yeah, this table seems pretty good. I'm going to make Russian guy here. I presume he's Russian because he has a Rus in the names here, in the nickname. So I'm going to mark him as a green, as a fun player. Yeah, I can't really say much about these players here. I just play only a few hands here. At this table, I'm going to raise now. If Lemire here folds, I am happy camper. He doesn't. Pretty good flop anyway. So I'm still happy. And Steven here basically paid the blind here, so he was dealt in the hand. He's from Cambodia, wow. Well, I have a pretty good hand, so... But he raised, so... in a board like this, so... Am I going to bluff here? No, he probably has a pair, yeah, and he just checked because this king scared him, so that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad by me, so I didn't really think that through. I mean, I had like a really good hand on the flop, right? With a gut shot and a overcard and a flush draw, but I can't really raise again because that board, meaning I have all those cards and all those all the draws. That means that he probably has a value hand there, so either a pair of 9s or a pair of 7s, and he's never folding that. So I mean, I could raise for value and then just check fold the river. I mean, I could do that, but that seems kind of bad. So he donk bets the flop right away. Do have enough outs here to call? I mean, if I make a king or a queen, I guess I should raise and hope that basically my implied outs are good enough, but I guess not. I mean, the problem here is raising with king queen. I think it's good, but his undergun range is probably really tight. I mean, only 30 hands so far on the undergun, but he raised only a 15%, even 16% on the middle position. So yeah, he's pretty tight. I actually could note him as a pink here, so as a tight player, but I mean, I can't really mark everyone as a pink, so that would be that wouldn't be that good. So Vice inside. I'm not sure why I have pink. Why I note him as a tight. He doesn't seem that tight. I guess I should correct my note here to orange. I think it's more appropriate for him. Let's do a refresh now that we lost few hands here. Wow, we are down $70. Can't call here against the players. When I called pre-flop with pair of threes, there are not many boards that I really like to see, so and I definitely need to play aggressively all those boards, but this wasn't one of them. Ace deuce, nothing for us on the flop. Same with king 8. Not folding ace deuce right away. Definitely calling at least once, and now calling again with a gut shot and a flush draw. So one of the best cards in the deck for us. Calling again, and I guess I would be check raising everything except an ace. I would donk bet an ace and check raise a flush or a straight. But now I just need to check fold if he bets. I mean, I might have a good better hand in some spots here, but I'm not sure if he would bluff. He might bluff. I have no idea how he plays, so but I can't really do much here. Can't call with ace deuce. Then just see like kind of like I know like ace 6 and bid, which would beat us. Which would us? Yeah, it would. So yep, fold. Okay, flop for our hand, I guess. I mean, now that Steven calls, it's not good anymore, but I'm going to bet again, and basically if he calls us again, I mean, he doesn't have an ace, right? Or he wouldn't be calling us, he would be raising us, I guess. He actually called us with pair of 4, so nice hand, sir, nice hand. Can't do anything about it. Was hoping that he would be folding a hand like this, and he didn't, so it is fine. Jack 9 suited, yes. Definitely opening a hand like this. Tables are okay. Yeah, they're pretty okay, so. Not the best, but we can't really be too picky here on our higher stake, so if we have at least one player that not as good at these tables, I'm fine with that. We have Poker Tudo here, we have Igor Rea here, and also some other players are not the best, so I think it's fine. Ace Jack. Deuce. Fold. It's a pretty ugly graph. It went up. It went up the very start and then just went down, and now we're just doing a break-evenish run from that point. So yeah, hope that Asterix here bets. Actually, if he has like Ace King or Ace Queen, it's not the best board for him. So he might check behind with the hands like this. But I'm happy now that I could get a check raise in. I mean, his 3-betting range is pretty tight, so I should be a bit careful. So he actually folds. So I guess my hand here is good. And also here at the upper table, upper left table, I think my pair of tens is good when another queen hits. And I'm glad that and we know that he can call us down with. I mean, he had a pair of fours, so he had a pair. So I can't really say he's calling down like really wild or really wide. But I could see him being a player like this. So definitely to bet with a 10, of course. Also here, even though the king hits and it's pretty one of the worst cards in the deck for our hand, we definitely need to bet again. I'm going to call here. I call here quite a lot on a spot like this when someone raises on the small blind 3-bets, and then I call quite a lot, but I can't really do much now that he actually kept and he donk bets the flop. There's an ace and a 10 and all sort of bad cards, so just folding is fine. He had ace 7. Not sure why he donk bet when there was an ace on the board. Not sure why he thought that was a good play. I guess he just wanted to put him all in. I guess that's fine. So he was kind of short. Igor Aek here. So I could mark a Steven here. I'm not going to raise him because he's so tight. I'm going to mark Steven here as a fun player. FC Liverpool here seems like a regular tag. Also Gustavo seems like a tag here. He's more leg taggy, right? FC Liverpool. Let's see, he might be a bit more, a bit too leggy here. We'll see in a few hands. Well, maybe not now that he didn't raised on the small blind. I'm going to bet again. I mean, I can expect a raise from him on the turn, to be honest. But I'm going to bet again. And I guess I would check behind on the river with a pair of fives. I guess that's good. Not the best looking board for us, but we definitely continue with our ace jack. Queen is also pretty bad, so that definitely means we're going to bet again. I'm basically giving up if he call here. I mean, now I'm not giving up now that another queen hit. I'm going for a check call now. I hope to see like ace 9 or ace 10 type of hand. Maybe jack 10. And he has what? King 4. Okay, didn't really think that that kind of hand is in his range, but I am fine with that. Maybe he's